Now at 6, it's a story we've told over and over and over again in our 18-month-long investigation. Domestic violence victims who reach out for protection instead find themselves in danger when they need help the most. News 5 is always investigating. We just learned that 2 months before a Cleveland woman was found stabbed to death in front of her home, she tried to get that help. She took out a protection order against her then boyfriend, an order she says he violated. Now he's named the suspect in her death. News 5's Mona Kozar-Abdi begins our team coverage today. And Mona, there was a warrant out for that man's arrest for violating that protection order.
Danita, according to this police report, Dale Peters violated that protection order not once, but on at least 3 separate occasions. Crime scene tape surrounds the home where Laura Frusciella was found stabbed to death in the front yard. Police immediately tracked down her ex-boyfriend, Dale Peters, against whom she had a protection order. Officers located him at his listed address on Birchwood Avenue, just blocks away from Frusciella's home. News 5 took a closer look at the 9-year-long relationship between Peters and Frusciella and found a history of what she says was physical and verbal abuse. According to a police report filed on August 26, Frusciella says Peters is an alcoholic and had been drinking the day before when he shoved her to the ground and injured her. Through a recently implemented domestic violence program, the officer determined that day Frusciella was at high risk.
That means that we are looking at a victim that has a high potential for being a victim of homicide.
After filing her report, Frusciella was granted a protection order against Peters. He posted 10% of his $5,000 bond for the domestic violence charge and was released. According to court documents, Frusciella reported that Peters violated that order on at least 3 separate occasions in September. And on October 17, a warrant was issued for his arrest, but Peters was not taken into custody. He was arrested and named the suspect in Frusciella's death after Sunday's attack. And right now, Dale Peters is at Metro Health recovering from self-inflicted stab wounds. And I reached out to Cleveland police and asked them if they executed that warrant for the protection or for violating the protection order before Laura Frusciella's death. I was told that I need to file a public records request. And of course, I will stay on top of that and share with you the latest. For now, live in Cleveland, Mona Kozar-Abdi, News 5.
Again, we want to repeat that Frusciella had a protection order against Peters. Court records show he violated that order 3 times in as many days as last month after a domestic violence charge happened in late August.